We are live. What is going on with everybody, man? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Orange Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who do we got?
Yo, it's comedian TK Kirkland,
How you doing?
aka T to the motherfucking K, jewel dropper, leg spreader.
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, fam.
How did you start off this conversation? I would love to let people know, man. What's the first thing you said when we got on the phone?
I say, you plan on doing that interview with me with that shit on your head?
Now, what's wrong with this shit on my head?
Well, it was different, So I'm looking at it, and I'm old school, so I don't know if to take it as a sign of disrespect or whatever, but I'm looking at you. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? But the world is what it is. I'm gonna see what your topic's about, your conversation is about, your professionalism is about, and we're gonna rock.
And we get straight into that, man, because
Yeah.
I definitely seen your comments about Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying, and
Yes.
things like that. And he had the scarf on, I think, in the press conference,
Yes.
right? And you didn't
Right.
take too kind of that. So I had a feeling in this interview, I was like, I don't know how he's going to take to the bonnet. Already off the top of my head, I had a feeling in the back of my head, like, I don't know if he's going to take to the
Yeah,
bonnet or
that's some
not. So,
crazy shit, yo. So I just want to be for the record. I told that nigga about that bonnet. I don't even know the name of the motherfucker because I ain't seen one in so fucking long. I forgot what they called it. So that's what they call the bonnet, right? So
definitely
you
it's a
got the
bonnet,
bonnet on.
because I got
Yeah,
hair.
that's what you should call your interview.
What?
The bonnet interview.
The bonnet interview?
Yes, that's what you should call it.
I might have to call it the bonnet interview. Somebody calling?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I think I got room service coming. Hold on. Can you tell me also send me a glass of ice, please? All right, thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, I'm just having room service.
Yeah, see, man. Hey, you look comfy too. You got a onesie on or something? Like
Yeah,
that,
no, 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 no. This is a Hugh Hefner type shit, young man. Pajamas. That's what you young niggas need to know about
hey,
being as you grow up. You wear pajamas and house shoes and that type of shit in presidential suite in your hotel. Just how gentlemen are supposed to do it.
hey, you got the
No
silk.
women though. It's a business day, so it's all about money right now.
You got the silk on your body. You're supposed to have silk on your head too, man. You're supposed to sleep on silk, and this silk right here, man. So you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's
Well,
that
now the
healthy stuff,
bonnet.
man.
Damn it. Give a fuck what you say. Now
Okay,
the fucking bonnet.
so I was listening to what you were saying about Cam Newton, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume that it bothered you a little bit because I think that you see a lot of black figures kind of being emasculated and kind of being feminized that are black.
Yes, yes.
Is that right?
Right.
Is that right for me to
Right.
assume? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when did you start to notice that, like that started becoming a thing in your eyes?
Well, it's been going for a while. It's just really getting out of hand now, and you can really wear a scarf if you want to, but not on in the NFL where the whole world is watching you. Not when men are putting on dresses, walking down the fucking runway at the Grammys. Do you understand what I'm saying? And not knowing your history and not knowing what white society is trying to do to Black Americans and not understanding your culture, not understanding that you're black, not understanding what they've been trying to do to us since the beginning of time, you fall right into the hands of their plan. So my goal, if I can, is to still push masculinity as much as I can, and not to say anything against if a man wants to be feminine. If that's what you want to do, just don't really to be in the open. If you want to have your child be gay or with different type of nail polish. My thing is let your child be a child. Now after 21, 22, if that's their decision, then it's cool. But I can't tell another family how to raise their child. I can just voice my opinion. I can't tell another man what to wear in his head, but show how I respect the culture. And like, please, fam, think about what you're doing because there's other people watching you. And at the end of the day, you got to be a man's man. And I just read an article on Cam Newton. He a player, like he got had his main bitch and fucked another bitch and got her pregnant. Like nigga, you doing player moves. You got to act like a player. So the NFL should have requirements that young men should wear a suit and tie, solid colors, and represent the NFL well and their community. That scarves around the head, long sweaters, and all that. Because it's confusing me now. because him having a baby, another child, indicates something different. But when I saw the thing wrapped around the head, I really thought the nigga was trying to become the leader of the LBGTQ. I already know. So he's giving out mixed signals to me. But that's his life. It's just when you wear something like that, it's just a conversation topic. I want people to understand I really don't give a fuck about Cam Newton. I wish him the best in his years to come. Like, I'm an OG, ex-street nigga, ex-college graduate, ex-hustler, that type of thing. And I'm just focused on a lot of other things. But I do, from time to time, want to put my energy into the universe to men like you with bonnets, men like Cam Newton with headscarves, and put young men on the right track to be solid, because our Afro-American women are asking me what's up because they don't know who to fuck with. So I'm like the last resort. They coming to me, TK, can you help us? Because they want to date, they want to fall in love. But no disrespect, they don't want to fall in love with a nigga with a bonnet on. They don't want to fucking
I
fall
beg
in
to
love.
differ. I beg to differ on that. I don't know about that. I beg to differ on that one. I
They
don't
don't want
know.
to fall in love with a nigga with a scarf. But, and here's the but. The but is you're not feminine. See, I can see if you had the bonnet on and you came with this motherfucker with lipstick, you know, that kind of shit. Different story. You feel me? So it's not like that. So, there's something different going on here in the universe. So I'm here to see what's going to happen, I guess.
Well, I want to say why I disagree and agree to a certain extent. I guess
Okay.
going first on the disagreement, I feel like certain people have tunnel vision and choose what they want to pick out because when you said a Cam Newton was a player, the first thing when I think about a player or a nigga pimping or whatever is actual pimps from the 70s. And they actually were very a little bit androgynous. Them niggas got their nails done. Them niggas had perms in their head. Them niggas would walk down
Right.
the street with rollers in their head. Like
Right.
pimp niggas was
But there
like
still was a manly thing about it.
that is a fact. But they had a lot of feminine ways. Them niggas was limping when they was walking. Like it was a
Right.
lot of
Right.
very like androgynous things or
Right. When you
whatnot.
look at it like that, yes, I totally agree. But you still didn't look at it as the motherfuckers gonna turn gay.
Yeah,
They
of
wasn't
course,
wearing scarves.
of
They
course.
wasn't wearing scarves. They were high heel boots. You know, when I look at it now, right? Because I think I saw some episode or some show with the bell bottoms that they had and the 9-inch heels, and motherfuckers strutting down the street with the pants that go all the way over your navel,
Yeah,
with the 2 buttons on the side with the long collar shirts. Like,
yeah.
it's embarrassing when you look at it now. I guess growing up during that time, you were blind to the fact that was going on. But even though they were players, they wasn't a feminine thing, and maybe because the LBGTQ thing wasn't as big as it is now, the Me Too movement, all those things coincide with each other now to make you aware of this type of thing. So, I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time on talk about Cam Newton. This world is the way the world is. I hope that you promote masculinity as much as you can, so your son don't grow up to be feminine or whatever. And we just want to push men. We're not against LBGTQ. We're not against gays. That's their lane. But just like they're pushing their agenda, I want to push masculinity agenda. That's all.
Well, yeah, not even talking about Cam Newton, but I did want to say why I agree with you, just on the topic of black men and being masculine and
Yes.
whatnot. One of the parts where I do agree with you, I'm the type of nigga, like, if you look at me, I got a bonnet on, the color of my room is orange, the color of my bathroom
Yes.
is pink. It's a lot of
Right.
crazy stuff going on in my house right now. But
Right.
I am a person that I think that there has been some type of like a narrative push to kind of like devalue masculinity. Now, while I
Yes.
do think that there's certain, I guess, toxic traits, like a man can't be sad or whatever, because I grew up around black people, I grew up around niggas getting killed, I grew up around other niggas' friends seeing their friends get killed, and they can't, be emotional about it because it's like, oh nigga, you depressed, like you a bitch, like only bitch niggas get depressed, whatever. But that's a human trait or whatever. So while there is like, I
Right.
guess, toxic traits of masculinity, I do think that the toxic traits and just masculinity overall, I feel like those two aren't separated enough to realize what is bad about it. I feel like everybody just look at masculinity like, oh, it's bad or whatever. But I think that it's certain people, that's how they naturally are. Like, I watch a lot of sports. I watch a lot of UFC. Like, a nigga like Brock Lesnar is a huge white boy. Just super masculine. That's what he is. I'm not going to shame him for that. That's who he is. And I feel like there's definitely a thing with black men I see for sure. Like, it's this thing called hashtag Black Boy Joy, And every time I click on the hashtag, it's like some zesty nigga like with a purse, and like he's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, why is this a thing? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I do think there's images going out to certain black youth or certain black men that's kind of promoting like a femininity towards black men, and I don't think that that's right, because I feel like we shouldn't be. I feel like when you drop those little Easter eggs in their head, that kind of sit in their brain, that kind of sit in their subconscious, and it's like, oh man, being like a manly man, that's bad or whatever. Which is nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way nothing wrong with being a feminine nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be that they're persuading which one is good and which one is bad. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah,
Okay. I respect
I
that.
think we agree mostly for the
Yes,
most
sir.
part, for
Right.
sure.
Right. I agree.
So yeah, I don't know. I definitely do love to take my platform and talk about black issues and black people, because I feel like there's a lot of people, hip hop included. It's not a lot of black people that are on using their voice. I feel like to talk about the truth and talk about things that are really going on. So yeah, I think that's
Right.
important
I
for sure.
totally agree. It's just everybody's too sensitive, fam. It's
Yeah,
crazy out here for real. It's just sensitive, and if you say the wrong thing, it can lead to you getting killed. It can lead to people just being upset. Like I don't get it. I really don't. I
it's
really don't get it.
and it sucks because like what I do is very comedy based. Like my interviews, I do little public interviews where I go and like do jokes on the street or whatever. And
Yes.
I find myself like a lot of times like, ooh, let me not say that because I'm pretty sure
Right.
it'll get me out the paint. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a lot of sensitive people out here, and those sensitive people, they will like try they all to get you fired, to get you. You
Yes,
know what I'm
they
saying? Like
will.
they'll try to
Yep.
find your job and be like, "Hey, did you see this guy?" And it's like, "Whoa!" So
Right.
it's
That's
weird.
true.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah. That is so true. Can you do?
See,
What can you do?
you've been in it way longer than me. So when did you realize that change of people becoming, I guess, oversensitized to a lot of things?
I would say I really paid attention to it over the last 5, 6 years.
Hmm.
Yeah, last 5, 6 years, it really has gone to a whole nother level. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't get any worse,
Yeah.
because it's growing at a rapid pace, man. Like every day you turn around, there's just something crazy. It's just something insane, and you try to figure out what to do. But it shows like this that helps. Believe it or not, we can reach one person, or 1,000, or 500, just so that they can hear it. Because parents are being kids' friends more than being a parent.
Mm.
And that's where it starts. You can't be a child's friend. You have to be a parent. You got to be in their ass. You got to guide them. You got to be on their head and send them into the universe prepared. You got to be prepared to go out here. You just can't wing it and try to figure it out. You got to know how to pay bills. You got to know how to get a job. You got to know how to communicate to people. Women got to decide what kind of men they want to mess with for the rest of their life. Men got to get someone other than a popular female, and get a down to earth female that love you and take care of you, and someone that hold you back, or just stay single like me. I stay single because I know who I am. I know I like dating different women. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so I move. That's the way I move.
Hey man, I agree with you. I like I said, I do a lot of public interviews where I'm just on the street asking people questions and whatnot. And I had a video below that went viral. It was why do girls like hood niggas? And
Right.
that video just showed me that I probably need to stay single, because a lot of women my age, they're I guess I can't say this word anymore, but they borderline retarded. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
it's
Yep. You're right.
it's just like I had it was a question of why do girls look like hood niggas, and a girl's just like, ooh, cause they got guns and they be in shootouts and that it's fun. And I'm like, it's an
You
adrenaline
gotta be
rush.
kidding me.
I swear to I send you the link to the video, and it's literally girls like oh, if you ain't a hood nigga, you soft. And it's just like, all right, man. So yeah, a lot of women,
Wow.
they definitely make me want to be single. Definitely in my age group for real. So
Yes, sir.
yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, your age group fucked up, dog.
It's crazy.
Woo.
It's crazy, man. So it's definitely something that's like, I mean, it's a lot of retarded people out here. Like I was looking at one of your videos where somebody was heckling, and you got to be a special type of retard to go to a comedy show and stand up, say, "Hey, I didn't like that joke. I feel like you gotta be, you gotta have a little bit of extra brain fluid in your
Yeah, he was
head.
on his way leaving, but I felt like a man's man with a dead of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like you with your girl, unless I said something to hurt you, nigga, or you with your girl there, and I bought her something that y'all was going through,
yeah,
and you're like, damn, this is the wrong shit. Let me get my bitch out of here because it could cause a problem, right? But what I did was I checked him because he was trying to talk shit, and I was like, nigga, you leaving because your bitch said let's go. You feel me?
yeah.
So the crowd just left. We just rolled on because a man, like, they bitch, sit your ass down. We gonna find some show. That's the era I come from. Like I said, you ain't got to disrespect the woman, but you got to be assertive as a man. You know, that's all.
No, I interview a lot of porn stars, and they always say that they like a nigga who gonna be dominant and assertive. So a lot of
Right.
women they
Yeah.
like that. Porn stars,
Yeah.
regular women they love that. So
Yeah. I
they
don't mean,
love a dominant man.
and for the people listening, it don't mean bitch go stand in the corner. It don't mean bitch. I said flip. It means nah, baby. You still got to be soft with it
Yeah.
and be a gentleman, but be a man.
One thing that I really admire about that whole situation, like the way you handled that, is I don't think people understand. It's not difficult to me, but I mean it is a difficult art form to be like witty on the spot like that, and just to
Yes,
like come up with things. Because like I said, when I do those public interviews, I don't know what they're about to say to me, so I got to come up with something funny
that's
in the
true.
midst of point 0.5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
for you to like control that and hit them with the what you told him, you said you said, yo, bitch drove you here. Get in the car and get in the car that your bitch on or whatever. You just going off like that, and that's not a simple thing that everybody could just do. Because somebody might freeze up in that moment, and be like, you know what
Right.
I'm
That's
saying? But you
true.
got to keep going. So hey,
Yeah.
I applaud that. That's something to admire.
Yeah. Thank you, family. Yeah, it's just a good thing. So, just dropped the special. I don't know if you saw it on Amazon Prime called "Who Raised You."
I haven't yet. I
Um,
haven't yet.
yeah, it's like #1 in the world. You should check it out tonight.
I will.
It's really a good special. It was a year late. I wanted to put out a year ago. I wanted to put out in 2018, but I got caught up with a fucked up attorney.
Your
Yeah, so
comedy special.
it came out a year late because I went against the grain on something I always do. I always do my own business, and I put my business in the trust of somebody,
Mm.
and it fucked me up. So I got back on track, got it out. People still love it, but I'm promising all my fans that the new one will be out this November 6th, and this one's called Play the Player, Pimp to Pimp, and I'm truly excited about it. I'm working on it now, and I just gonna keep grinding because a lot of people think you should do Netflix. Don't get me wrong, I'll take a check from Netflix,
Yeah.
but it's priceless to know the date I'm going to drop the special, know how I want it shot, know how I want the cover to be, and I can promote it as much as I can, $1,000 on the social media, and that's priceless to me, to be my own boss and to not having to call someone and they don't want to pick up the phone, or you call them on Thursday, they text says they're calling Friday at 1. Friday at 1 comes, he don't went away for the weekend. It's a question that's only going to take 2 seconds now has taken 3 days for me to ask you the question. So I just like the fact of being my own boss, and that's important to me.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Like I've had people offer me money to do things, and I'm like, hey, I don't really care about the money. I want to be in a happy situation, and they laugh in my face like, happy? I'm like, nigga, take the money. And it's
Right,
like my
right.
nigga, it ain't all about the money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in a, you know
Man,
what I'm saying? So
it's a beautiful feeling.
I love being an independent source of my own, just outcome. I don't want anybody else to be
Yes.
influencing what I do and how I do it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
it's a
That's so
beautiful thing.
important. So dealing with that, the podcast is doing well, the TK Kirkland
I was gonna ask
podcast.
you about the podcast.
Yeah, it's going on 3 years now, and I'm making some other moves with other shows, being the executive producer of other shows. We're not gonna make the announcement yet, but we got a lot of good things happening. The book is coming out finally this year. Um, we're looking forward to that. So the last quarter of this year is gonna be very interesting. So I work hard during the first 8 months of the year, and then I work even harder to promote the first 8 months, and it keeps me young, it keeps me strong, and keeps me disciplined, and I love it, so I can't complain.
Wait, man, I don't want to keep you for too long because I know you definitely got stuff to
Yeah,
do today. So,
yes.
anything else you got to say before we get out of here?
No, I just want people to really to support the podcast. I mean, the podcast and the comedy special called "Who Raised You" on Amazon Prime. Give it 5 stars. Give it a great review. My goal is to get other independent comedians and other people to try to get their things on Amazon, to try to get a check every quarter, to know that you can be your own boss and make your own decisions. Let people know it's priceless. Now, if you're lazy and all that, put the product together, let Netflix alone, take it and run with it and go get the check. But if you're a hard worker and you love doing things, put your own shit together, be your own boss, and rock it from there. On that note, family, listen to me. I wish you the best. I love your energy. Let's do this again towards the end of the year, so I can start promoting my new special and my book. And you got my number, and this is me all day. And I appreciate your persistence and staying on top of it. You got to definitely have the ingredients of being successful and doing what you want to do. And you're your own boss and wear your own bonnet. Because you was at a job, a supervisor's like, can you come in the office for a minute, please? I need to talk to you about something.
Is that nigger shit on your head?
Right, exactly. When you paint, be champagne, family.
Well, yeah, I want to say thank you for everybody watching. I want to say thank you guys for watching. And until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play, and you guys holler at your boy.